Explore the hidden facets of New York City in our journey through its darker side. Beyond the glittering skyline and bustling streets lie stories of struggle and challenge that paint a more complex picture of the Big Apple. From the gritty depths of the subway system and the stark contrast of homelessness amid luxury to the shadows of crime and environmental concerns, we dive into the lesser-seen aspects of this vibrant metropolis. Join us as we uncover the realities that exist behind the city's dazzling facade, revealing the resilience and adversity that define New York City's multifaceted character. Today, we will talk about Top 10 Dark Side of New York City. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The grit of the subway system. Our journey into the darker side of New York City begins beneath its bustling streets and the subway system. While the subway is an essential part of city life, it is also a place where the city's challenges are starkly visible. As we descend into the subway, the air becomes thicker with a mix of urban grime and the distinct scent of steel and concrete. Graffiti-laden walls, the screech of trains, and the constant flow of commuters create an atmosphere that is both dynamic and daunting. Despite its critical role in transportation, the subway is plagued by issues such as overcrowding, delays, and occasional safety concerns. Late at night, the atmosphere can shift, with dimly lit platforms and an increase in the presence of the city's homeless population, highlighting the stark economic disparities within the city. 2. The struggle with homelessness. Emerging from the subway, we walk through the streets of Midtown Manhattan, where the contrast between opulence and destitution is most apparent. Amidst the glittering skyscrapers and luxury shops, the presence of the homeless is a harsh reminder of the city's struggle with poverty and inequality. Shelters overflow, and many are forced to seek refuge on the streets. We encounter individuals with stories of lost jobs, unaffordable rents, and personal tragedies. Their makeshift camps in parks and underpasses paint a vivid picture of the social issues that persist despite the city's wealth. The challenges faced by New York City's homeless population are complex, involving mental health, substance abuse, and systemic economic factors. 3. The shadows of Central Park at night. Central Park, a beloved urban oasis, takes on a different character after dark. As we venture into the park at night, the serene beauty transforms into a realm of shadows and hidden corners. While most visitors enjoy the park during daylight hours, the night reveals a different reality. Stories of muggings, illicit activities, and unsolved crimes add an eerie layer to the park's history. The dense foliage and secluded pathways create an environment where the line between safety and danger can blur. The park's reputation for nighttime danger contrasts sharply with its daytime image of tranquility and recreation. 4. The legacy of crime and corruption. New York City has a storied history of crime and corruption, from the infamous gangs of the 19th century to the mafia's hold in the mid-20th century. We dive into the archives of the city's criminal past, exploring neighborhoods like Hell's Kitchen and the Lower East Side, once notorious for their crime-ridden streets. Meeting with local historians and retired police officers, we hear tales of infamous figures like Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, and John Gotti. The legacy of organized crime still lingers in certain areas, with some businesses and neighborhoods holding onto their dark pasts. The city's efforts to combat crime have made significant progress, but the echoes of its violent history remain part of its fabric. 5. The hidden world of human trafficking. Beneath the city's vibrant surface lies a hidden world of human trafficking. We connect with advocacy groups and social workers who shed light on this grim reality. Victims, often from marginalized communities or other countries, are lured with promises of opportunity only to find themselves trapped in a cycle of exploitation. Walking through areas such as Queens and Brooklyn, we learn about the networks that facilitate trafficking and the efforts to combat them. The stories of survival and rescue are both heart-wrenching and inspiring, highlighting the resilience of the human spirit amidst the darkest of circumstances. 6. The high cost of living. As we explore the city's real estate market, the astronomical cost of living becomes glaringly evident. Manhattan's luxury apartments and historic brownstones may symbolize success and affluence, but they also highlight the severe housing crisis. Sky-high rents and property prices force many residents into precarious living situations. Visiting neighborhoods facing gentrification, we hear from longtime residents who struggle to keep their homes amidst rising costs. The disparity between the wealthy and the working class grows wider, contributing to a cityscape where the wealthy live in opulence while others face displacement and financial strain. 7. The strain on mental health services. The frenetic pace of life in New York City takes a toll on mental health. We visit clinics and hospitals where professionals discuss the strain on mental health services. The city's constant stimulation, high stress levels, and economic pressures contribute to widespread mental health issues. Meeting with therapists, we learn about the challenges in providing adequate care in such a demanding environment. Stories of burnout, anxiety, and depression are common, and the stigma surrounding mental health continues to hinder many from seeking help. The city's efforts to expand mental health services are ongoing, but the need remains vast. 8. The environmental toll. New York City's towering skyline and endless streets also come with significant environmental costs. We explore the city's efforts to address pollution, waste management, and sustainability. The dense population and constant activity generate immense waste, and air quality can suffer due to traffic and industrial emissions. Visiting recycling centers and green initiatives, we see the strides the city is making towards a more sustainable future. However, the challenges are immense, and the environmental impact of such a large urban center remains a pressing issue. The balance between growth and environmental stewardship is a delicate one. 9. The dark corners of Wall Street. Wall Street, the heart of the financial world, is also home to stories of greed, corruption, and financial manipulation. As we walk through the financial district, we dive into the history of financial scandals, from the Great Depression to the 2008 financial crisis. Meeting with financial analysts and historians, we explore how the pursuit of wealth can lead to ethical compromises and devastating consequences. The impact of these events on everyday lives is profound, with job losses, foreclosures, and economic instability affecting millions. Wall Street's power and influence are undeniable, but so are the shadows it casts. 10. The invisible workforce. Our journey concludes with a look at the invisible workforce that keeps New York City running. From undocumented workers to gig economy employees, many people labor tirelessly behind the scenes. Visiting restaurants, construction sites, and delivery hubs, we see the faces of those who often go unnoticed. Their stories of hard work, exploitation, and resilience highlight the complexities of the city's labor market. Efforts to improve labor rights and working conditions are ongoing, but the challenges remain significant. The city's reliance on this invisible workforce underscores the need for greater recognition and support for those who contribute so much yet receive so little. Next, we visit the construction sites that shape the city's iconic skyline. Here we meet Ahmed and Maria, migrant workers who labor on towering skyscrapers. The work is physically demanding and fraught with risks, from working at dizzying heights to operating heavy machinery. Despite the inherent dangers, Ahmed and Maria earn a modest paycheck, often without adequate safety measures or health insurance. We witness the camaraderie and solidarity among the workers, who support each other through the grueling workdays. Unions and labor organizations are fighting for better safety standards and wages, but the challenges are considerable. The city's rapid growth and ambitious construction projects often put workers in vulnerable positions, highlighting the ongoing need for robust labor protections. Gig economy's silent workers. Our journey then takes us into the world of gig economy workers, a group that has become increasingly integral to the city's daily operations. We ride along with Sam, a rideshare driver, and Emily, a food delivery worker. Both are part of a growing workforce that thrives on flexibility but struggles with job insecurity and inconsistent earnings. Sam and Emily share their experiences of navigating the unpredictable nature of gig work, where the promise of flexibility often comes at the cost of financial instability and lack of benefits. The gig economy has revolutionized the way services are delivered, but it has also created new challenges for workers seeking stable income and fair treatment. Our exploration would be incomplete without acknowledging the vital role of domestic workers and caregivers. We meet Rosa, a housekeeper in a wealthy Upper East Side apartment, and Maria, a home caregiver for an elderly couple in Brooklyn. Both women work long hours, often in isolation, performing essential tasks that support the city's functioning. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.